So today, we're going to dive into the world of spices, but probably not in the way you're thinking. We're not talking about recipes here. We're talking about a full-on revolution. We're going to uncover how some seriously cutting-edge science is transforming one of the world's oldest industries, turning lab breakthroughs into real-world success for farmers.
All right, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll meet the scientists and the institution behind all this. Then, we'll get into the big challenges the industry was facing. After that, the fun part, the actual tech breakthroughs. Then, we'll see what kind of impact all this had. And finally, we'll look at how this story can be a blueprint for innovation anywhere. Every great story has a main character, right? So let's kick things off by meeting the scientist and the incredible institution that set the stage for this entire transformation. Okay, meet Dr. Anise K. Now, this is the innovator at the heart of our story. And what's so cool is his background, a PhD in biochemical engineering and biotechnology. That very specific expertise gave him this unique ability to look at age-old farming problems and see brand new scientific solutions. And where does all this amazing work happen? At the ICAR-Indian Institute of Spices Research, or IISR for short. You can basically think of this place as the national headquarters for all things spice research and development. It's the perfect environment for the kind of groundbreaking work we're about to explore. The whole mission of the ISR really boils down to four key areas: making crops better, producing them more efficiently, protecting them from harm, and figuring out what to do with them after the harvest. This big picture approach, covering the entire life of a spice, is kind of their secret sauce. So we've met the key players, but what exactly were they up against? Every brilliant invention starts with a really tough problem that needs solving.
It's easy to think of spice farming as something ancient and unchanging. But the reality is, in the 21st century, it faces a whole bunch of modern problems that science is perfectly suited to tackle. And these are some serious challenges. You've got farmers struggling with super high harvesting costs and not enough people to do the work. Then you have exporters who have to meet these incredibly strict international rules about quality and safety. On top of all that, you and I, the consumers, are always looking for new and better products. It's a really complex situation. And this is where Dr. Anise's unique background in biochemical engineering really becomes the key. Let's dig into the incredible solutions he engineered to tackle these exact problems. The first breakthrough? It's a total game changer, especially for valuable crops like cloves. I mean, just imagine. The old way was painstakingly picking everything by hand, which took a ton of time and people. The new way? It's a scientifically designed spray that makes harvesting possible with way, way fewer workers. And listen to this from Dr. Anise himself. It really shows that this was never just about cool science for its own sake. It was always about making a real, tangible difference for farmers by tackling their two biggest headaches, cost and labor. But the innovation didn't stop at the farm gate. For consumers, he helped develop a turmeric milk where your body can actually absorb more of the good stuff, the curcumin. For exporters, he created this absolutely critical tool to test for tiny amounts of pesticide and cardamom, making sure it's safe for international markets. And for all of us home cooks, he created entirely new liquid spice blends. Okay, so these breakthroughs all sound incredible, but what did it all mean on the ground? Let's look at the numbers and see the actual impact this had on the industry. Let's go back to that new clove harvesting technology for a second. Its success, really, can be boiled down to one single powerful number: 75%. Let that sink in. That's the drop in how much clove farmers had to depend on manual labor. This isn't just a statistic, it's a lifeline. It fundamentally changed the finances of their farms, brought down costs, and helped secure their future. And an impact that big creates this amazing ripple effect. Suddenly, farmers are more profitable. Exporters can promise a higher quality product. And we, the consumers, get to try new and innovative things. It's truly a win-win-win for absolutely everyone involved. Of course, when you do work that has this much real-world impact, people take notice. And they did. Back in 2011, Dr. Anise was recognized with the prestigious Best Scientist Award, which was just a perfect acknowledgement of all his incredible work. So what's the big lesson we can pull from this amazing story? It's really more than just a tale of innovation. It's a practical blueprint for how you connect a research lab to the real world. What we've really been watching here is a masterclass in what's called technology transfer.
It's the whole process of taking a brilliant discovery from a lab and getting it into the hands of the people in the industry who can use it to create real value.
And remember that four-part mission of the ISR we talked about? Dr. Anis's work is the perfect example of it in action. He helped improve production with that new harvesting tech, he helped with protection through the pesticide testing, and he created new post-harvest products. His work literally hits every single part of the Institute's mission. It all just fits together perfectly.
And all this leaves us with one last big question. If one scientist's vision can help revolutionize an industry as ancient as the spice trade, just think about it. How many other traditional parts of our world are just sitting there, maybe one single innovation away from a complete transformation? It really makes you wonder what's next.